Hello friends, this is Jasu Pakuhatsu and welcome to Let's Play Rocket Knight Adventures for the Sega Genesis. This is a game that is very near and dear to my heart. It is not exactly one of my all-time favorites anymore, but it certainly was back in the day. I played the dickens out of this game when I was a little kid. I was just crazy about it, and yeah, here I am years and years and years later, picking it up again, hoping to have a little bit of fun with the game and yeah, show it off for you guys because I still think it is a very good game. So anyways, we're going to be playing on normal difficulty here. This is the American version of the game, which has all of the difficulties unlocked from the start and also slightly renamed from the Japanese and European versions. American normal being roughly being the equivalent of very hard in other versions of the game. And yeah, we're going to kick things off with a new game here. Got a badass intro here, little camera pan around our hero Sparkster there, which is also actually new to the American and European versions of the game. The Japanese version just had this boring sort of scene of possums being terrorized by pig soldiers. The American version is a lot cooler. This artwork here before each stage is also new to the American version, which is pretty cool. So, and yeah, that's sort of the reason why I chose the American version off the start, just because it's slightly cooler than the Japanese version in those few regards. Everything else from this point on is basically exactly the same. Anyways, oh, if you notice in the background there, we see that spider terrorizing the castle there. We'll encounter him later, along with that ship in the background as well. A little bit of foreshadowing there. Really lovely touch. I actually never noticed that there for like a long time before I started playing this game. Anyways, this game moves really quickly, so it's going to be tough for me to sort of keep up with everything that's happening on screen. A nice little kind of intro to the basic mechanics there. Those pig trucks are coming at you too fast for you to really react to them in any way other than to just swing your sword at them, and in that way you kind of sort of encourages you to sort of uncover the basic mechanic of the game, which is you got your sword beam, and then your close range sword attack also does extra damage to enemies. Also a lovely little touch here. I love these pig soldier enemies. They do their little happy dance when they hit you, and also after you hit them, their armor flies off and they run away, and then you can hit him again to knock them off screen and score some more points, which is for whatever points are worth in this game, which is actually, they're not completely worthless. You do get one-ups. I think it's like one every like 50,000 points or something, which is like almost never, but you know, not completely worthless. Here again, I'm abusing the... oh, there's still one left. Whoops. Yeah, abusing the close range sword attack there again as well. Basically the way it works is your sword beam only hits the enemy once, whereas your close range sword actually hits it a bunch of times. Rocket up there for a nice little one-up. Saves a little bit of time. And yeah, that's basically sort of the way that advanced play in this game kind of works, is you want to get up close and oh, ambush coming in. Nah, we're ready for it. It's cool. I love, and it's a lot. So yeah, there's actually the game itself, when you first pick it up, is pretty simple. And again, this game goes so fast, I'm gonna have to be commenting on stuff that's happening constantly. This boss here, actually, the close range sword strike doesn't help to speed this fight up at all, at least the first half of it, because the boss has invincibility frames. The second form, on the other hand, you can do a lot of extra damage by getting close on him. Also, a lot of the time, sort of the boss, when the bosses go into... basically, right after you hit the bosses, they become kind of intangible, so you can actually get right inside them without taking damage, which means you can just get inside, keep swinging your sword, and you're basically invincible. And yeah, here we move on to the next section. I'm just, you know what? Let's wait this through. There we go. Love the little idle animation there. And we're off to the first rocket section of the game by picking up that little power up. I love the music in this section. Just this whole set piece. It's just great, the music and the way he's just kind of jetting over the water and the way the waves kind of kick up behind him when he goes down and the water drags you back when you get down in there as well. It's just great. In terms of the actual gameplay, it's like super easy. There's not much going on in this section gameplay-wise. I let that one guy go past to just show you what happens when they get past, but honestly, I never let that happen. I only did that to show it off. This guy will start... sort of popping out of the water and diving at you if you let him survive, but again, the close range sword strikes can take him out super duper quick before he even gets to do anything. And oh my goodness, that's... or I guess he is wearing a helmet there, so I guess, yeah, unobtainium helmet or something lets him just bust right through that brick wall into the castle here, which, as we saw from the intro there, castle is on fire. And yeah, the pigs are all roasting in their own bacon that they themselves, or you know, cooking their own bacon on fires that they themselves started. So there's a little bit of justice there, but of course we still gotta, you know, punish them further with the sword beams. So, and again, we're on to another set piece. It's just the way this game. My favorite thing about this game, that I've commented on in almost every game of this type that I've LP'd before, is just the constant variety. The way it just is continually changing things up. You're never in one area for too long. There's always some sort of new obstacle, new set piece. I've seen this game described before, sort of in contrast to sort of the boss rush style of old treasure games. I've seen this described as a situation rush, where as opposed to just having like a bunch of different bosses, you have just a bunch of new obstacles and basically different set pieces, and the game just constantly changes over and over. I missed that. If you go right down up the center, you can get all the gems and the 1-up in one go, but yeah, and yeah, speaking of changing things up, we got this mystery box here. What could it be? It's a pig, and he's doing his little happy dance there because, yeah, Sparkster is not amused with that at all. We are gonna, yeah, take vengeance on him, I guess, for startling us. And there's that spider that we saw way back at the start of the game. For the longest time, I thought that was just a worm, because I never noticed the thing in the background at the start of the level. And for this boss fight here, like, you don't actually ever see any part of it other than the head and I guess its arms. Or actually, this is a trick here. If you get an extra hit, if you get enough hits on him here in the first phase, he skips the second phase and goes right to the third. And yeah, I think because I did get that rocket attack there, this guy's going to be done super quick. I'm actually not even going to be done commenting. So yeah, you only see the head, and I guess that's one of his arms. But I always used to think it was a tail. I thought that was like a worm you fight at the end there, until I noticed the spider in the intro. And wow, like I said, I don't have a lot of time to talk about stuff in this, and I guess that's going to continue forward into the future parts. Stay tuned for those, and I'll see you guys next time.